welcome to today's episode of the Mike and Mike Show. And on today's show, of course, it's Sunday, so we're talking Supernatural Sundays. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to those that have subscribed to the channel. Those of you that are liking the videos, I greatly appreciate your comments, your feed on where we're going, what we're doing, how you like the channel, that kind of thing. All right, now, with that being said, today we are going to start off with, of course, we're in season 4, and we're going to start off with episode 3 of season 4, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check my notes here. And yes, this is one of my favorite episodes because we actually get some information about the family business. We find out that we know that John got into hunting when Mary died, but we also found out that in season 2, at the end of the season 2 in the finale, Mary knew who the yellow-eyed demon was. This episode does a great job of going back and explaining all of that. So we finally get to find out what Mary meant when she said, "It's you. I know you." This was a great episode. It's terrific. Okay, so going into that, here we go. Cass sends Dean back to 1973. And Dean meets his parents at a younger age, and his grandfather Samuel, who may have answers about the Winchester hunting community. So we not only get to meet John and Mary when they were younger, we also get to meet Sam and Dean's grandfather Samuel. Samuel is played by Mitch Pileggi, who also played in Return of the Living Dead Part 2, Basic Instinct, and he played Horace Pinker in the movie Shocker. Now, those of you who have seen Wes Craven's Shocker before, it's an 80s slasher film. I had no idea that Mitch Pileggi played Horace Pinker in Shocker. None. Until now. That is so freaking cool. The younger version of John Winchester is played by Matt Cohen, who played in Windsor Drive, General Hospital, and Made for Each Other, which I think was like a TV movie. So he hasn't really done a whole lot of stuff outside of TV. And young Mary was played by Amy Gumenick, who played in an episode or two of Arrow and The Binding, and she played in the movie Bird Box. Now, I did watch Bird Box. It was a very good film. It's a Netflix movie. It was really good. So, with all that being said, I think the scene that I've got set up for you is the scene when John and Dean have a discussion at a car lot and pick up a very special car. Here we go.
It's not the one you want.
You following me?
No, I was just passing by. I never got to thank you for the cup of coffee this morning. I was a little out of it.
More than a little.
Let me repay the favor. This is the car you want.
Oh, yeah? You know something about cars?
Yeah, my dad taught me everything I know. And this is a great car. 327 4-barrel, 275 horses. Little TLC, this thing is cherry.
No, man. You're right.
What are you buying that thing for?
Kind of promised someone I would.
Over a 67 Chevy? I mean, come on, this is a car of a lifetime. Trust me, this thing's still gonna be badass when it's 40.
John Winchester. Thanks.
Dean Van Halen. And thank you. was in pretty rough shape this morning, huh?
No kidding.
I've been hungover before, but yeah, I was getting chills in that diner. You didn't feel any of those cold spots, did you?
Nope.
I swore I smelled something weird, too, you know, like rotten eggs. You didn't happen to smell any sulfur by chance?
No.
No. Been any cattle mutilations in town?
Okay, mister. Stop it.
Yeah, if only I knew what to stop. Listen, watch out for yourself, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the reason why Dean was sent back is because Castiel tells him that he must stop it, but he doesn't tell him what he's supposed to stop. So he automatically assumes that he's supposed to stop the yellow-eyed demon before the yellow-eyed demon even, comes in contact with his family. But then we come to find out at the end of the episode that there was no way that Dean could have stopped it. I think it was supposed to be a lesson for Dean to realize that there's some things that he cannot stop. Even though he already knew it already, it just made it even more personal when it came to his family. He also, how hard would it be to go back and meet your parents when they're your age, say 18, 19 years old, or even 20, and not be able to tell them, hey, I'm your kid? What kind of shock would that be? But anyways, so Samuel was a hunter, and Mary is a hunter. Dean ends up helping Samuel and his mother in a battle against the yellow-eyed demon, which does not go over well because we find out there at the end of the episode that Mary still has contact with the yellow-eyed demon, and that's where her deal is made. So not only did Dean end up making a deal, John made a deal, Dean made a deal, and we also find out now that Mary also made a deal with this yellow-eyed demon. So it's been, a whole lifelong journey of dealing with demons. And we also, at the end of the episode, find out that Castiel warns Dean that about Sam using his abilities. He tells Dean that if he doesn't stop Sam from using his powers, that they will. So that kind of puts, because Dean had no idea Sam was still using his powers, but he does now. So that's going to be, that's going to blow up big time. So we're going to find out about that. But this was a great episode. It was nice to see him go back to 1973 and to meet John and Mary. And the two people that played John and Mary, Matt Cohen and Amy Gemerick, they were phenomenal as John and Mary. They had a camaraderie that kind of linked up together really well. The story was great. The writing was good. I mean, it filled out everything that we needed to know to this point, as far as the history of hunting with the Winchesters. So yeah, that was a great episode, a really great episode. But it kind of gives you the question as to where do we go now with, Cass telling Dean, hey, you got to stop Sam from doing whatever it is he's doing with Ruby, because if you don't, we will. And this whole thing, with Cass sending Dean back in time anyway, has really made Dean not trust angels even more, because of the mind tricks they play. So that's going to be a thing going forward as we get farther into the season. Such a great episode. I love when they do episodes like that where they time travel and stuff. It's pretty cool. the way they do it, and the background, the scenery. In 1973, it was amazing how they're able to do that. All right, now moving forward, we're going on now, and let me get my trusty eyeballs on here so I can see what I'm reading. I was kind of having a rough time the other first part there. Okay, so now we're jumping into episode 4, and this episode is called Metamorphosis. Um, a hunter named Travis points Sam and Dean towards a meat-eating creature called a Rougarou. Travis wants to kill the creature, who is a suburban dad who hasn't even killed anyone yet. Sam argues that he could resist the change and not even fully become the creature, which makes Dean question Sam's basis to where he's at mentally. Of course, like I said, there's going to be a lot of that going on this season. Because where Dean's been in hell, Sam's been hunting by himself. There's things that Sam hasn't told Dean. There's things that Dean's not telling Sam. I mean, we saw in the first episode when Dean came back from hell, he remembers some of hell, and he told Sam that he remembered nothing. But he does remember. So the secrets are starting to build. Really starting to build. So in this episode, we meet a guy by the name of Jack Montgomery, played by Damian Clark. And this guy has done a lot of stuff with his voice. Not so much as acting. He's done a lot of voice acting. He's done voice he has voiced Borderland games, Dragon Ball games, and was in 7 episodes of a show called How to Get Away with Murder. So he's, kind of bounced around, done this, that, and the other. And he plays Jack Montgomery. Ron Leah plays Travis, the other hunter that Sam and Dean meet up with. And he played in the 80s slasher Happy Birthday to Me. Now, I wanted to go back after I saw that and look and see if I could figure out which character he was, but I have yet to do so. So I'm not sure which character he was in that movie. And he also played in Saw 4, and he played in The Punisher. Now, I think that the Punisher was the one with the newer one, the one with Kevin Nash and Thomas Jane. That one. Not the one with Dolph Lundgren. And Joanne Kelly plays Michelle Montgomery, Jack Montgomery's wife, and she played in the movie Don't Blink, which I have not seen. I do own it on DVD, but I have not watched it yet. It's crazy how many movies I have that I haven't even watched yet. She played in the TV series Warehouse 13 on Sci-Fi Channel, and in a movie called Going the Distance. So what happens here is Jack is on the trail of this Rougarou, or he hunted it before, actually. And he killed it. He got rid of it. But when he killed it, he didn't realize he left the mother. He left the wife and did not realize she was pregnant. So, ergo, popped out Jack. Now Jack is showing signs of changing into a Rougarou. So he wants to eliminate Jack before he makes the change. Sam's totally against this. Sam is like, he hasn't turned yet. He hasn't done any harm to anybody as of yet. We might be able to talk to him and get him to understand that he needs to take control of it. And Dean's against it as well, pretty much. I think he is right along with Travis saying, hey, this guy's a monster. We've got to kill him. He's got something in his blood that he can't control. And that is where Sam and Jack kind of share the same problem. Jack having this monster in his bloodstream and Sam having demon blood in him. And it causes a little bit more turmoil between Dean and Sam, like they need any more than what they already have. But anyways, so Jack wants to kill this thing, and Sam's totally against it. Dean is trying to be, I think he's part with Sam and part with, he's more with Travis, but he is partly still with Sam. He does want to make sure that Jack's going to turn into this creature before they off him. So with that being said, we're going to jump into a scene here, and I think this is the scene where Sam finds out that Dean knows he's been using his abilities, and he's with Ruby. And what Castiel said about if Dean doesn't stop him, they will. So here's a scene from season 4, episode 4, Metamorphosis. Here we go.
Dean, what are you doing? Are you leaving?
You don't need me. You and Ruby go fight demons.
Hold on. Dean, come on, man. You satisfied? I guess not.
Do you even know how far off the reservation you've gone? How far from normal, from human?
I'm just exercising demons.
With your mind! What else can you do?
I can send them back to hell. It only works with demons, and that's it.
What else can you do?
I told you! Look, I should have said something. I'm sorry, Dean. I am. Demons out of innocent people.
Use the knife!
The knife kills the victim. What I do, most of them survive.
Slippery slope, brother. Just wait and see. Because it's gonna get darker and darker, and God knows where it is.
I'm not gonna let it go too far.
It's already gone too far, Sam. If I didn't know you, I would want to hunt you. And so would other hunters.
You were gone. I was here. I had to keep on fighting without you. And what I'm doing, it works.
Why did an angel tell me to stop you?
What?
Cass said that if I don't stop you, he will. You know what that means, Sam? That means that God doesn't want you doing this. So you're just gonna stand there and tell me that everything is all good?
Hello. Hey, Travis. Yeah, hey. It's good to hear your voice too. Yeah. Well, just give me the details. And Carthage, Missouri. Looking for Jack Montgomery.
All right, so now here's the question that I have after watching this episode. If Travis had not went after Jack to kill Jack and tied up Jack's wife, after finding out that she was pregnant, he was going to kill her too, would Jack have really turned into the Rougarou? I think he was pushed. I after watching this episode, I really think that the only reason why Jack succumbed to the Rougarou blood in his veins was because of Travis trying to kill his wife. We see Sam always saying, we're not going to kill him until we're sure. We're not going to kill him until we're sure. They may not have had to kill Jack if Travis hadn't have done what he did. So then you had Travis, who was just trying to protect his family. He didn't find out that his wife was pregnant until after Travis had already tied her up and was going to kill both of them. So, and then at that point, I mean, anybody would do whatever it took to protect their family. When your family is put in a situation to where it's life or death, or anything that threatens to harm their health in any way, shape, or form, you're going to be there to protect them, and you're going to do whatever you have to protect them. That's just the way it is. So this was a very, very mind bending kind of episode, in the fact that you didn't know who to really side. I mean, I sided more with Sam than anybody else. Uh, you have to be absolutely positively sure that there's no other choice but to destroy the creature. You have to be. Uh, not that I'm an expert or anything like that. If I was put in that situation, I would feel the same as Sam did. Uh, but you know, he would. I don't think Jack would have ever turned if Travis had not attacked his family first. Uh, so of course Travis got killed, and then Jack became the Rougarou, and then he battled Sam and Dean, and then Sam and Dean killed him. Um, I I don't know. It was a weird kind of. It wasn't really like a weird episode. It was just kind of like a monster of the week type deal, which we hadn't had in a little bit. Um, but it was a good episode. Um, the only reason why I didn't skip this episode is because of the discussion that Sam and Dean had at the very start of the episode. Dean actually told Sam that if he didn't know him, he would want to hunt him because of the stuff he's been doing with Ruby. Um, and other hunters would hunt him, even though, you know. So now that Sam realizes he's stepping into dangerous ground, but is that going to stop Sam from doing what he's doing? He's doing what he's doing because he is actually saving the victims of these possessed people. He can most of the time save them by pulling the demon out and exorcising it without harming the vessel. Um, so he feels like he's doing the right thing. But, you know, you can't always trust demons, more or less. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to pick a side on this one between the two, but that's where it left you when you watched this season. That's where it left you. Which side are you on? Are you on Sam's side or Dean's side? Is Sam doing what, you know, the right thing? Um, for the most part, I don't think he is. He's doing what he thinks is the right thing, but he's not seeing the bigger picture here, and that is dealing with a demon. So yeah, both of those episodes were very good episodes. I was totally enthralled in both episodes, trying to see how this stuff between Dean and Sam is going to unfold. They're arguing with each other, so you know that's going to put a strain on the hunting relationship. And the episode 3, the Back to the Future episode, was so cool, so cool. I enjoyed that one so much. But now, before I end this video, you know I have to do it. I do it every single episode. I was going to do it earlier and I forgot. Now I'm going to do it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First cup, best cup.
It's a bit nutty.
Good. All right. So that's the end of this episode. Like I said, these were both great episodes. Season 4 is a ride that you'll want to be on. Thank you all so much for watching, for joining in with us. Appreciate you watching the videos and commenting and liking and subscribing to the channel. It's wonderful to see this channel flourish. I did not make another video this week. I'm sorry. Things just keep coming up that I don't get a chance to do but one video. But I do still want to do the classic movie buffet stories. So I'm going to try my best to get back into those because those are a lot of fun. But for right now, I'm going to end the video here. Keep a lookout for the Classic Movie Buffet videos, like I said. Hit the notification bell so you get notified when that video comes out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next Sunday for more Supernatural Sunday. Bye-bye.